It's always kind of cool when you actually find other people that use the Stream Beats Harris Heller music, like himself.
Oh,
It's nice when you know
you were talking about
even
that.
he likes his own stuff.
Yeah, well, at least he's not like, oh God, I don't use that shit.
That'd be funny. You heard him using copyrighted stuff in his own music. It's like, wait a minute, how dare you preach this?
You have the ultimate access to music that you don't have to worry about paying for.
They are getting to the point though where I think they need to put out a little bit more. I know that's being greedy. He's got a lot of tracks out there, but I feel I need a little bit more. But hopefully, Drekker, LG, how's it going? Good to see you.
Long time no see, LG.
Good to see you, LG. Good to see you as well. Guardian Down, thank you for always being here. One of the first and earliest to be able to comment that we were 4 minutes late tonight.
Good morning, Australia. Is that what that means?
I'm guessing. I don't know. That's why I wrote Good Night Saigon. I thought we were just maybe quoting songs.
We'll all go down together.
That's right. Man, I tell you. But if you are new to the channel, if you've just found this on a YouTube archive or something like that, this is the About Beverages podcast show that we do most Thursday evenings.
There it is, right there.
It is. Wait, where?
Right here. There. I'm pointing at the...
Oh, the logo. I thought you were pointing at me.
The logo.
I couldn't see. I should have looked over there. It's hard to do that.
I can't. Yeah. The logo. The front is moving in from this direction, and
from this way, but not below here, but not above here. But I'm Andrew,
and I'm Keith,
and we are, like I said, are About Beverages. If you're not new, abort before it's too late.
Wow.
Abort.
Before we've suckered you in.
That's right. Before we have just taken over your brain, at least for a little bit. So Pocket, good to see you as well. Good evening.
I am a little sleepy, but am I blurry?
You went blurry. We both went blurry there for a second.
Okay, you're not blurry now. Oh, okay.
See, now we're back.
Okay. I was gonna say
cameras.
I feel a little sleepy, and I looked at, but you don't, so I should be. Seeing I
was blurry for a second, and you did. I think it was all this quick motion and hand. I don't know.
Okay,
too much hand-eye coordination of some sort. But yeah, good to see everybody here this evening. LG, is good to see you. Yeah, we've got. Two of the beers this evening that we will be having in a little bit came out of an idea that you had at some point last week or earlier. Or whatever,
hard to believe, yes. We already had this week's podcast planned over a week ago.
That never happened.
We were just looking for that third component.
Yeah.
That third beer style from a brewery we like that we'd never had before.
Right.
So since we couldn't find that, we just went with the beer we love.
Yeah. So
I was fortunate to have been brought over this past weekend, so...
You procured through kindness. Evening, gentlemen. Yes. Mitch, how's it going? Good to see you. Congratulations on your Movie of the Week Destiny Award win. Nice job.
Don't know what that means, but congratulations.
Yes. You're able to submit stuff to Bungie on a weekly basis, like fun, goofy stuff if you've done that. And they just internally, there's no voting that goes on. They just say, that's kind of funny. Let's say that you get a little special emblem and stuff like that. So it's pretty cool.
Nice.
Yeah, it is pretty cool. So congratulations on that, good sir. Thank you. I still can't believe we won it. I thought Solo Nez would take it. I'm kind of surprised too. Like, did you submit 2 things this week? Assuming it'll be next. Wow. Already requesting the 2-time. There's only one 2-time that we know of, and that's Antarctic Wildlife. He's been the 2-time. I don't know if anyone else can do it. It's tough. Can I get out the beer while we talk?
We should.
I really want to start drinking that.
Yeah, no, we need to do that.
Okay. All right. I'm going to get out the beer.
We've got beer to drink. We've got so little beer and so much time.
Wait. No.
Reverse that.
Scratch that. Reverse it. Boop.
Eladio.
Eladio is a legend. Love that man. Yes, I do too. Wonderful, wonderful man. Orca, thank you for the beverage command in chat. Yes, those are the 3 beverages we'll be having this evening. You explained what those next 2 beers are much better than I did when people were already asking. People start on Tuesday and Wednesday asking, like, is a podcast this week? What do you guys have? And they always say, can we get a sneak peek?
Oh, you mean as far as like the concept?
Yeah, when I'm in chat or what's going on. I was like, it's beers from breweries that we love, but it's not a style that we normally get to have on a Thursday with the moon shining in its apex.
That's right.
And
that sounds good.
It was not great. It was not great.
Oh.
Warm the beer up. It's no good cold. All right. Oh, wait.
LG is not aware of the beer fridge.
Oh, yes.
Proximal, yes.
Yeah,
extremely
that's true.
proximal.
You can't, I have a little bit of a green screen on the front of it, so you can't like see because you would see the very like tip of it, but it is, it is a glorious fridge that was wonderful.
We set something on there
no, we don't have
to.
Just to freak people
out.
Look
at that. Ooh.
Just to freak people out. Yes.
Near and fun.
Yeah, we've had, it's not just beer though. I've got water, soda. I've got all the usual accoutrement that you would want for a fridge.
Charcuterie.
Yeah, exactly. Beer's so good it floats.
Yes.
Oh my God.
It just floats.
That is
hangs there.
You're going to pay me $10 if this doesn't work. All right. Very few people will get that in chat unless you watch Cheers.
Yes.
When is the last time you had a Pliny the Elder?
Saturday.
Well, son of a bitch.
Before that, probably last year, about this time ish.
Was it on a podcast with me?
I probably, actually, yeah, because so around this time last year, actually a little bit before that, we had some friends come out, and he works at Whole Foods, so he had brought some. And then that's when also my coworker and her husband went up there. And remember we had all those? Yes. So that was about a year ago-ish. So we had...
kind of like when we start on Thursdays. What time? Ish.
5:30-ish. So... And that's why I knew when you're like, well, I'll try to find a beer. I said, or I have Pliny.
I didn't want to like assume and be like, because you mentioned it last week, but I didn't want to be like, you're bringing a Pliny. Like, because again, you get it. You deserve it. Like, whatever,
They must be shared.
They must be Drake fresh too.
Also,
every day is an ish day. You're not wrong.
Also, Dave was quite generous in his supply that he brought.
So you should have brought over one apiece then. Is this what you're saying?
This was what he brought the most of. So
yeah.
Yeah. So the theme of this podcast is. So there are a couple of breweries. There may even be more.
That's still one of my favorites. God damn, that's good.
Yeah, it's hard to beat it.
It angers me whenever I see lesser beers put ahead of it in top 10 lists of. I get it. You can't keep giving the best thing in town. You just can't keep giving it the same. Although although Meryl Streep keeps winning.
Does she?
So if she's the best ever,
she keeps getting nominated.
She keeps getting nominated, and she wins a lot.
Has she?
Meryl Streep hasn't won a lot. Are you crazy?
No. Well, when though? When was the last one?
I don't know.
You said she keeps winning.
Well, she keeps winning in the hearts and minds of all the fans.
There we go. Let's go with that.
All right, let's go. Meryl Streep, Oscar wins. It can barely fit on a thing here.
Those aren't. Did she win all of those?
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 16.
Or is it just?
She literally has an entire showcase list of awards.
Or those just nominations. There we go.
Well, no, that's not what it said. I said who won, and it said right there. Category. No, so okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Those are British Film Awards.
Oh, the British don't count all of a sudden? My God, Keith.
Well, you're talking about Academy Awards.
Oh, okay. I just said awards. Honorary Caesar Award. Oh my God. I mean, come on. She's won that too.
She's the honorary Caesar.
Golden Globes. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Golden Globes like her even more. 9.
They do.
Look at all these nominations. It's pages and pages of nominations.
Okay, I thought we were talking about wins, and I thought we were talking about I just read LG.
Do you Academy not know that you change the answer based on the facts you were given later on? Do you not understand how politicians
work?
We're
going that route. I didn't realize I was dealing with a politician over here. All right.
In the heart and mind of me, I keep winning my Valorant case. Nice, LG. Nice. You will always be the number one Valorant player in my heart, though. That's all I'm going to say right now.
Well, she's not the Susan Lucci. Susan Lucci's only won once, I think.
That's true. She's the Susan Lucci, the Academy Awards. Yeah, she does get nominated more than she wins, but she wins more than other people that have gotten nominated, if that makes sense.
Ooh, yeah. Confusing. Yes.
Very confusing. So these are the things that are absolutely insane. That's weird how they put that together. It made it look like it was one thing. Oh, these are all they're just lumping them together by the category. Okay. I thought she was nominated twice in 1 year for the same award. I was like, holy shit, that's amazing.
Oh, okay. Because she was only a supporting actress at first.
Francis Ford Coppola was up for Best Director for 2 movies in the same year, which that's also nuts. I think it was Godfather 2 and the Conversation. Yeah. Okay. Like, that's insane. Yeah. Like, people are like, yeah, not only did you do one really good movie this year, you did 2. Hey, Bevs, other Bevs, Cultist, good to see you. How are you?
A Blue Oyster Cultist.
Yeah, isn't that good?
That's awesome.
I know, it's a great name, isn't it? Doing well. We are enjoying a lovely... So, I looked up, and 100%, everyone that says this is a beer, this is Pliny the Elder.
Okay.
If you were talking about the person,
okay,
I did hear that said Pliny.
Okay.
That was commented last week by Frosty.
Yes,
So,
I remember that.
So I don't know why that distinction happened at some
That's
point,
odd.
but when we say Pliny, it is correct. That is what that's how the
Okay.
beer is said. I looked at literally 12 different reviews and I read it, and even one person put it phonetically in their review, and it was with a long I. I was like, I don't know why.
All right.
So I at least felt okay about that.
Pliny, beer, Pliny, person.
Yeah. I don't know why.
I wonder if it just, after a while, they created this. Maybe it was originally Pliny, and then they were just like, people just, Pliny, and they got tired of correcting them. So they're like,
We've
you know
had
what?
stuff
Let's just go with Pliny.
Yeah, very much
Pliny it is.
Very much so. All right, so you were talking about the other two beers a little bit.
The other two beers. So yeah, when I went shopping for beers last week at Tap and Bottle, I wound up getting a couple of stouts from breweries that we have not had stouts from, but we like the other beers we've had from them.
Yeah, usually sours or IPAs.
Yeah, Toppling Goliath. We've just had their IPAs and double IPAs and hazies, and with Drekker we've had single, double, and their sours.
Yeah,
variety of their sours, but we've never had a dark beer from either of those breweries. Two breweries that we really like, but haven't tried, seen what they do with this other style. So that's what that's the theme for tonight.
So now what's interesting though is Drekker. I know they're sours, but I feel there needs to be another category for some of their sour beers, particularly like the ones that are like almost the smoothie. Like, are they called like smoothie sour? Like,
no, yeah, they have.
It's
Sunday,
a very different thing. It's like there's a Sunday sours, and where they're just like thicker, heavier, the chonks and all that stuff. Yeah. Drekker sours are so awesome. Really difficult for me to find in stores though. Yeah, like I said, unless I go to, like we just mentioned, Tap and Bottle or Caps and Corks, or a couple other places, I really don't find them. And even when they do go to those places, they are gone pretty quick.
So actually two things. One, I've been wanting to tell you that we are now carrying Grey Whale Gin at the store.
Oh, nice.
For $34.
Oh, that's a good price.
Okay. And
that's pretty much right on with Total Wine.
Okay. I can get the discount. So if you need a bottle of Grey Whale.
Okay.
Two, I saw an email a couple of weeks ago at the store, and it was talking about we have these. If there's a problem with a product, it's called an action item, where they'll say pull this specific item.
Right.
Maybe the quality isn't up to code, or maybe they're doing some research on something, and so we'll pull that product.
Okay.
Sometimes it goes back if they found it, if everything's okay. If not, we pull it off the shelf, and if it needs to be recalled, that's a whole different process. But there was an email that came in the other day, and it was talking about they were pulling Drekker beers off of the shelf at Trader Joe's. And I was like, the heck? What Trader Joe's have Drekker beers? So I did. I sent them. Okay. I said, hey, I just happened to see this. I said, is there any way we could get Drekker here in Tucson? And the person responded and said, well, once they get this exploding can issue resolved, we'll look into it. And I'm like, okay. So I guess there was something going on with this particular line with the cans.
Cans were so excited they were exploding.
I would love for that to happen.
Yeah. So, can you actually make that happen? Like, are you going to follow up? Will you follow up on that?
I probably will.
Will you see a follow? Is there do they do follow up emails when they're like, this issue has been fixed, please put these back? Like, will you see that? Or is it just like never heard from again?
No, they'll let you know.
Okay. So whenever you see that happen again, then you should say, hey,
it's time.
That's not a bad idea. That would be super cool. It's worth noting as a point of interest that in the southwest of England, where I live, a lot of orchards that produce ciders have been there since Shakespeare was a child. And so the names of their different blends and brews are often Pictish, Middle English, and Celtic. Oh, interesting.
Okay.
That is super cool.
That is worth noting.
We've been wanting to get more into ciders and stuff as well. Like every time we have one, we're like, oh, these are good. We should have more. And then it just kind of, it fades away into the distance.
Ciders and sparkling wine. And there was something else I was talking about.
If Trader Joe's needs to get rid of some Drekker beers, LG says he knows a guy. I wonder, it's me. I'm that guy. Nice. Just got it from talking to my neighbor, by the way. Fly the W. Hell yeah, exactly. Put the W's up in chat.
That's right.
Cubs are on pace to win 162 games this year. I'm going to keep using that joke while I can. Do they play tomorrow or not till Saturday?
Not till Saturday.
Okay.
Yeah.
I saw there was they must giving opening days to multiple sets of teams and stuff. I saw Strom was the first one to get called for the pitch clock thing or whatever.
I saw that too.
Can you explain to me the pitch clock? I have seen jokes about it. I have seen that pitcher for the Mets, using it to his advantage to throw batters off. but I don't know exactly. Like I was talking about it actually with Baker a little bit today. And I was like, I thought it was 20 or 25 seconds or something like that. And then the batter has to get, I should tell you what I think. So, and then the batter has to get in with like 8 seconds left. He has to be ready at that point. And then from there to the end, that's when the pitcher has to throw. But if the pitcher is like ready, he can throw at any time, like or something. Because
I don't fully know. I didn't.
They'll do that. They're like almost like the guy from the Mets, like he's waiting, and as soon as the guy is barely stepping in, he's like going with the pitch, and he's like throwing them all. I'm like, that's weird.
So there's probably some different strategies there. I watched like a half an inning of spring training baseball this year, and I liked the pacing of it. There weren't any issues with it. One of the guys I know, he's like, Keith, I'm loving baseball this year. He's like the pace and everything. There was a breakdown of it in USA Today. Was going over that what that exactly means or how it exactly. But yeah, I know there's 8 seconds for the batter, 15 seconds for the pitcher. You only have like
15 seconds for the pitcher.
The pitcher has more time.
Yeah, but that's still not that much.
No, it's not. Okay, it's not. I think it's 15. I thought that's what I read. You can only have like one timeout per at bat for the batter to call. Like timeout.
Right.
I saw that. You only have like 2 pickoff throws.
Does that stop the clock, or does it just reset it to 15? He has like another 7 or 8 seconds.
Oh, I wonder. It'll probably be back to the 8 seconds then. So.
And the pitcher, like he's screwed no matter what, right? Now, what about throws to first base? How do those factor in?
Only have 2.
That's dumb. So that part I don't
2.
like.
It said 2, unless on the third you get the person out. I read that today.
So if you make the gamble, so what happens if you throw over there? That is it just an automatic ball then?
I think so. Maybe the guy gets the next base.
That guy better not get the base. That would be even worse.
I don't know. I don't know. I know. I'm still learning it myself.
One day I'm going to make you both watch cricket so you know how I feel during this conversation. Yeah, I get that. I get that cult. It's even as someone that has watched baseball for a lot of his life. Like I said, some of these new rules that they're trying to do are even a little odd to me as well. I know it's supposed to speed up the pace of the game. I wonder, like, I'm sure those stats will come out in the next week, like how much faster games were and stuff like that.
Over spring training, it was like cut it by a half an hour. From like
but that's
a little
a
over
half
3
hour less beer sales. That's what I don't get.
That's what
I was thinking. Like, we go to a game every year. Like so we have been for the last several years now. It seems like it's weird. It's like you're having less time for the fans to sit there and hang out at a ball game, which I think is odd. It's less time of sales and concessions and everything else. Like, what are they in such a hurry?
That's why they have more vendors now running back and forth. Trying to.
Hey, maybe if that drives more Venoms, there you go.
Uh-oh. Hello,
Hi,
Lucky.
Keith, I'm your biggest fan.
We're big fans of yours too, Lucky. So, hey, thank you. It's a mutual admiration society going on right here.
Throws pants at the
stage.
Wow.
All right.
It starts with the pants and then it goes somewhere else.
Oh, wow. Let's keep it right there with the pants.
Is that how it's going to go? Love your shirt, Keith. I heard if someone's on base, the pitcher has 25 seconds. I don't think I'm going to like any of it, but that's life.
I'm actually looking forward to it because
I want to watch I want to sit down and watch a whole game, experience it. I think the MLB package is free for like a week, usually right at the beginning of the season.
Usually, and then right after the All-Star game too. So
free?
Yeah, after the All-Star game, they'll usually throw like a
deal,
like the weekend.
I would like to if I
that.
can on Saturday, depending on when the Cubs game is, I want to sit down and just have it on and try and experience the whole thing and see what I think. Because again, I've only experienced it from catching updates and doing other stuff.
I want it
today.
a little faster when I'm watching it on TV, but when I'm there, that's what I was talking with a guy at work. When I'm at the game, though, I want it to go on as long as possible.
Well, yeah, that's what I'm saying. Are they going to have?
Are they charging less for tickets because you're only there?
I doubt that.
I'm sure they're not.
No. This, by the way, is the most excited I've seen Lucky be about something in 6 months. I'm a little weirded out right now. I get you, cultists. It can be a little shocking when Lucky's excited.
He was probably excited about the Chiefs winning the Super Bowl, I'm guessing.
Yeah,
probably more
true.
excited about that. Yeah. Or now it's old hat because they've won 2 in the last 4 years.
I know,
so
it probably doesn't even matter now.
Who knows?
In an alternate universe, I would think Keith's shirt would be fake. That's true. It would feel that way. Any Cubs fans? Got 2 of them right here.
2 of them.
Studio, how's it going? Good to see you.
It's hard to believe this is like 7 seasons ago already.
I know.
Okay.
It's very strange. That was when we finished up that Scapa, the last good Scapa.
Oh, the Scapa.
Yeah.
Yes.
Joe still has that bottle. Only 2 in existence. All right, that's not true.
Only 2 what?
Cubs fans.
Oh, yeah.
And existence in this room.
That's right. 2 out of 2. It's 100% in the room here.
Yeah.
This is a Cubs room.
100% of this room are Cubs fans.
Yes. And I have the tattoo to prove it.
It's true. You should have flexed that the other day.
we could have. That could be the next.
Maybe
thing,
that's the next one.
Yeah. Right.
If you want to see,
No, we had
Keith's,
the shirt idea.
if you want to see Keith's Cubs tattoo, along with probably another shirt,
I
that
want
we'll
real
design.
money for that. No, I'm just kidding.
I need to see
Just
100. I
kidding.
need to see 100 subs. You have a big sub train. Make it happen. Oh
Get
man.
on the
Well, this
sub
is
train.
delicious as always. Like
Yeah,
it is
of
very.
course.
It's very classic West Coast IPA. That has to be what you be a fan of. But it is that, and it is especially when you get these fresh, which usually they are very good about making sure that happens. They're just absolutely wonderful still in my book. I mean, I'd imagine I'd be a Cubs fan as a collector of all things Superman. Following anything not near Illinois would be a betrayal. There you go. I like that. So then you're a Bears fan as well then too, which they should be a little better this year too, hopefully. We'll cross our fingers on that. We shall cross our fingers.
We need more
Draft is
cowbell,
coming
and
up.
we got it.
Oh, when is it? Is it draft on a Thursday?
Usually, yeah.
Should we have a live draft show somehow? Should we just sit here and watch like the draft? We could have it on some. I don't know how we'd do that.
Well, we have the number one pick. Oh wait, no, we don't.
We have the number. I know because we got DJ Moore, so it was like we already made our number one pick. So that works out very well, very very well. So last week I regaled you with tales of that we had finished Only Murders in the Building season 1.
Correct.
We've now finished season 2.
Well, it doesn't take much.
Well, I mean, it's 10 episodes.
10 episodes, 30, 35 minutes.
Yeah, some of them are longer than others.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
I like second season better than the first season.
Okay. More Martin Short, right?
Not so. When you said that, I think that made me prepared to think that it was going to be a lot more. It was maybe like a fifth more. It wasn't like a ton. There were things that were like I kept waiting for almost like whole episodes of Steve Martin and Selena Gomez not to even be in it. So I misinterpreted what you said.
Yeah,
when you said,
sorry.
well, you were like more Martin Short. I was like, oh, it's gonna be a lot.
Yeah.
Like, yeah, definitely there was.
I felt like the first season was Steve Martin, Martin Short, and then it went this way. I thought it went back a little bit.
Yeah, that's
a little more
that's
Steve
totally
Martin
fair.
backstory.
Although there was more of Selena Gomez almost in this one though too, because she had that relationship, which then tied into several things.
Right. Yeah, that was a good ending.
Yeah, that was pretty good.
And now you have the Paul Rudd teaser.
I know. Yeah, he's going to be next, and that starts soon too. Like they were saying, summer. I think.
Nice. All
I
right.
went and looked that up, but yeah, it was. No, I really enjoyed it. I still think overall, I think the show is a little uneven. They like are mixing a lot of different styles, sometimes to not great effect. You know, because they've got the mystery is the thing the whole way through, which is pretty good.
Yeah.
And then they're like, well, sometimes we're kind of this comedy. Now we're kind of slapstick. Now we're actually almost kind of dark and almost kind of creepy. And like, oh wait, now we're going into eroticism and fetishes. Like there's like, it feels like every one is almost written by 4 different writers, and they all got to write like a quarter of the show, and then they came together and just shoved the pages together. Sometimes I don't know. I still like it, and I want to watch. I'm going to keep watching it, but yeah, it's a little uneven to me at times. But I like it. I liked his. I don't know. Daughter through marriage or whatever that Lucy, she was good.
Mm-hmm.
And like I said, Selena Gomez was better this season. Still
The
the
painting
voice
was
thing.
funny,
I don't know
yeah.
what the voice thing is going on there.
Yeah.
The painting of his dad, the erotic painting of his dad. Nix, how's it going? Good to see you. Cheers.
Oh, that's right. Shirley MacLaine was in that, right? In
Yes.
that season. and
Yeah,
then,
she was really good.
Tina Fey. That was, that's
Tina Fey's great.
That's good.
We're talking about the show on Hulu, Only Murders in the Building. I just finished watching season 2. And so Keith had already seen that, so we're just talking about that a little. No spoilers per se, but yeah, Tina Fey was good, and what's his name was in it too? I always forget his name.
Nathan Lane.
No, he's great though.
Oh yeah,
I always love seeing Nathan Lane.
Yeah.
So that I thought that thing that happened in this season, I thought was weird. That didn't feel earned to me, and like it just felt like a weird. I get they were trying to tie it into like a little bit of the like. Sometimes you're so good at seeing things, you miss the thing that's right under your nose. And they kind of like, I don't know. I don't know. For some reason that didn't feel, I was just kind of like, okay. And the way they handled that was just kind of, and they, felt like also like, oh, we gotta wrap this up now. Tried watching it and I get what you mean. There's definitely a frenetic quality and can't help but feel that in part of the schizophrenic quality is due to this different comedic sensibilities of Short and Martin. Yeah, I could see that. Yeah, definitely. Steve Martin's, yeah, those are all kind of a little bit different, so they're trying to put those together. I thought overall Martin Short did a good job. I liked him quite a bit. But yeah,
so there's an 8-hour difference for a Blue Oyster Cultist, I believe.
I think that's what it usually is.
Yeah. Wow. Okay.
I think
that's some dedication. It's 2 a.m. Ooh. I just got really sleepy.
You're up when you're up when you're up.
Yeah, that's true.
But yeah, I liked it. I look forward to the next season. There definitely, you can feel the formula though too, where it's like, I said to my wife, I was like, I don't know if you could actually do this, but it almost feels like if you just wanted the story part, like you could literally put the first 5 minutes of the show and the last 5 minutes and just put them together and watch the whole thing in like 45 minutes. Cause that's like where you get literally all the information. Cause you get that first like 5 minutes, they give you a chunk. And then there's like this filler stuff. And then the last 5 minutes, like, hey, there's a knife. And all of a sudden, and then they cut to the next show. Did you see the roll in the nightshade that you can pull off the wall this week? If you don't have one, it hurts so bad I can't get it. I did see that, Nick. I mean, we have 9 other guns like that. Don't feel bad. Don't feel bad that you can't have that one. Do you have to not have it ever, like at all? Because I definitely have that one at some point. I was never a huge fan of that pulse rifle anyway. How about you? Have you watched anything new as of late? Any new shows or anything like that?
No.
Okay.
Not at this. I was a few minutes late getting over here because we were pulling off a first place victory in TFT.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Yeah.
We started, and I thought, oh, I'll easily be able to leave on time. But then all of a sudden it was a very close game. And then we got down to the last 2 and we were way behind, but
pulled it out?
Pulled it out.
Nice.
Very exciting.
So where are you guys at now?
I don't know, because we think it's doing a weird thing where it's taking your single play and your double play and giving you an overall ranking based on that, which is not necessarily good for Pocket because she's better by herself than I am, and she also usually carries us more, and so all of a sudden her ranking, which is weird. At least that's what we think is happening. We're not sure.
Do you think it's on purpose or accidental?
Probably it's on purpose because they did some new things. So,
what's TFT?
Team Fight Tactics.
Team Fight Tactics. It is a spin-off of League of Legends.
Yep.
So despite being in the UK, I'm often conferencing with colleagues in Redmond till early evening, so I get about 3.5 hours sleep a day. There
gosh.
So there you go. There's your answer.
Okay.
3.5 on a good day.
That'll be the day, Mr. Flugelman.
Yeah, speaking of movies, Martin Short and Steve Martin.
Do you know what nada means?
Chevy Chase in one of the seasons.
No dough? No show. Yeah. Do you agree with that?
Used to be more, but Destiny is a cruel mistress. Yeah, that is true. That is very true. That is very, very true. What was I thinking about though? Oh, I still want to see. I saw John Wick 4 is out. Have you seen any of the John Wick movies?
I have not.
Would you see any of them?
Maybe.
Do you like a good action? I don't know if you. This came up today. I was actually talking, or I was texting with Rich the other day, and he's like, "Oh, you got to go see it." He's like, if no one wants to go see it with you, I'll go see it with you again. Like it was so good. I was like, "Oh, it's great." And then he was like, "You think either of your brothers would go see it?" He's like, "I would think maybe Joe." He's like, "I don't know if Keith would watch one." I was like, "I don't know." Like I know Pocket would have to miss part of the movie.
That you've talked about that. There's a.
They don't actually show it happening. You just know it happens.
You know it happened.
But that's the impetus of why he goes and gets those guys, though. So it's like it's a good doggy vengeance tale.
We don't have enough of those.
We don't.
Doggy vengeance tales.
Don't you know how John Wick can hurt inside?
Can hurt inside. It's not an actual tale.
No.
It's a story tale. It's a doggy vengeance tale.
It's a doggy vengeance tale. I remember 3 hours of sleep felt like a godsend when I had a newborn. That is also true. Do you remember those days? It's been a while for both of us.
Yeah, it has been a while.
That is definitely a time when you're functioning. I think it was a comedian I was saw the other day. I think Pete Holmes, I think is his name. Have you ever seen him at all?
I have not.
And he was talking about, everyone talks about that they love good sleep. And he's like, you're not awake for sleep. He's like, you're asleep. He's like, you love the part where you're like, oh, I'm going. And like where you're starting to fall actually into sleep. He's like, you love the part where he's like, you're in a coma the other part. You're not awake. He's like,
when you wake up refreshed, then you know you've had.
Yeah, that's true.
If you wake up refreshed, which I rarely do that.
But yeah, he's like, you love it's happening. And he's like, and I have a newborn, so I get to do that about 22 times a night. It's like, that's pretty funny. So John Wick came out in 2014, but in 2012 there was Revenge for Jolly. Okay, that sounds like a porno movie, but we'll go on, which was less convoluted and more straightforward. But did it have Keanu Reeves?
Was Jolly the dog? I'm guessing.
Oh, that's got to be.
Revenge for Jolly.
Revenge for Jolly. I have
Unless
never
Jolly's
heard of that.
another name for Santa Claus.
That's what my wife calls
Jolly's Revenge. Jolly was a dog.
Elijah Wood is in it. Kristen Wiig, Oscar Isaac. All right.
Ryan Philippe.
A crime drama masquerading as a dark comedy. Starts out very serious. Good guy who's done bad things. Stars Pestos as a man who avenges what? Avenges what? Avenges the death of his beloved dog.
Kristen Wiig.
That is interesting.
You went right from Bridesmaids into Revenge for Jolly.
Revenge for Jolly. And that's it. Okay. I have not heard. No one speaks of that movie. It's got a decent cast.
Is there a
Oscar
Revenge
Isaac,
for Jolly
Elijah
4?
It's Christmas time. Revenge for Holly Jolly.
Holly Jolly.
It's a great movie. All right. What is it? Is it on a streaming service that I can find, Nix? Is it on a service where streaming things occur?
Do you have any hobbies?
I collect spores, molds, and fungus.
It's true. That's very true. That was a good one. Cultist, thank you for the hobbies
yes,
redemption.
thank you.
Always a good one. We miss you, Ramis. Yes, we do. Harold Ramis, amazing actor, director, comedian. Father, too, it seemed like. Pretty good guy.
I think so.
Seems like a pretty good guy. It's hard to find those. I can relate. Oh, look, there's like 40 people at this wedding. At least one of them was responsible for the death of my dog. They're all going to die. Oh, my God.
Oh, wow.
Okay. I will try and look for it on a streaming set.
John
I should have looked
Wick
at
meets
it.
Wedding Crashers. Wait, no, that's not it.
John Wick. Looks like it's on Prime Video. Okay. I will search for it on Prime Video.
Tubi for free.
I don't have Tubi.
I
The
think you just
Roku
get
channel. Honey, go turn on the Roku channel.
Go turn on the
Revenge for
Roku.
Jolly is on. Go turn on the Roku. The Roku. The grandkids
What?
gave us the Roku.
What?
Turn it on. There's a movie someone said to watch. I have no idea where that came from. I watched Avatar 2 the other day. Bar none, the dumbest movie I will watch this year. You mean Dances with Wolves 2? I have not seen it. The first one was a technical marvel, which I have heard this one is as well. I just don't think James Cameron can really write good movies anymore, or whoever does his writing. I don't think they're that great.
Unobtainium.
Exactly. Is that not just the dumbest thing you've ever heard? So ridiculous.
I think you could put a little more effort into coming up with something.
You would think even on the day they would think of another one. No need for the number 2. It's literally exactly the same movie right down to the awful. Oh, that's unfortunate. I'm sure I give it all the credit in the world for, I'm sure visual marvel, like I said, the technology is like, I can appreciate all that stuff, but you still got to have something in there. They should have hired Meryl Streep. Tie it back into the original conversation from the evening.
There we go.
When in
Meryl
doubt.
Streep and Keanu Reeves in Avatar 3.
And Avatar 3. Oh my God.
Okay.
Yeah. Oh my God. Have you Keanu Reeves for that too? Holy crap. So which beer do you think you actually want to do? Do you want to have the Drekker? Or do
You
want to
talked
have...
about the Toppling, I think. No, you talked about the Drekker.
I
Yeah.
feel that because it's 6.5%, so
Okay.
it's lower alcohol.
Lighter. Okay.
They're both milk stouts, but the other one is an imperial. And it mentions coffee, so it might be a little bit more toward the acrid,
Drier.
kind of stuff. Yeah, a little more drier. So okay. All right. So
We'll have
do
dessert and then we'll have coffee.
after dessert. Do
After
we have them at the same
dessert.
time? Then is that what you're saying?
Yeah,
Should we pour them together?
That's
Pour it
what
on your
this
cereal.
means.
Exactly. All right, we're gonna go wash out our glasses. Actually, grab some different glasses.
Yep.
And we'll be right back in just one moment, and we'll start a podcast, which is shockingly what we do here. Hit the follow button if you haven't.
Lucky jumped in with a whole bunch of excitement.
Mm-hmm.
Haven't seen anything since.
Fanfare.
Okay.
Well,
He's probably lurking.
technically right now. He is streaming right now.
Oh, he is. Wow, he jumped in while he was.
That's how important you are to him.
Moly, that's wow.
how important you are to him.
Next week I'll have to wear one of my Lucky shirts, which celebrates Lucky.
You should do that. That
It's
would be
not
funny.
actual Lucky. But.
Just as we walked out, Cultist piped in with, "Look, here's the thing. I invested hard in a home theater, as have I. I have a very nice home theater as well. So I say this is someone that has an 85-inch screen. Well, I don't have an 85-inch screen. Good size screen, but it's not 85 inches. But it's what you do with that screen. It is a beautiful movie, but we've all dated that beautiful person with no brains, and we know it's never good. I mean, that is the thing. You try and keep telling yourself that it's good. Or you're like, no, this is better than I think it is, and I don't really. And you
like
keep,
where
and,
Jerry's playing the chess game.
Yeah,
between his brain and
exactly. Yeah. You have one of two choices. You keep that going and just be happy you got to look at it, or you let it sour by having conversations with it. Exactly. I don't talk about Avatar 2, but I did watch it and my eyes were happy for 2.5 hours or whatever. But yeah, I have heard that John Wick is pretty good, so I need to go. I did see I've seen all three of them, but I have not seen them in a while, so I don't know if I need to watch the third one again. Probably not, but yeah, I've heard it is excellent.
I still want to see Top Gun Maverick.
I think it's on Paramount, isn't it? Paramount Plus
Something.
or something?
Or Amazon or... What's that?
Top Gun theme.
Oh.
Da, 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 da.
I thought the Top Gun theme was Take My Breath Away. Or Danger Zone. Okay.
See, but then there's the adult Avatar movies, and that's a whole other set of expectations. Yeah, that is a whole other set of expectations.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, the adult, the AVN. Let's go watch the porn Avatar. I don't know. Is there a way you put those together? So let's see. All right, so we're gonna do the Drekker.
Are we doing this as one?
I don't know. What do you think?
I haven't seen it yet either, so no spoilers. You're not going to get spoilers from me. I've
You
just
haven't
heard
seen
that
the
it's
first Top Gun?
good.
You've seen
Oh,
the first
the first one. Yeah, I've seen the first one. Okay.
I haven't seen the first Top Gun.
Okay. So no spoilers.
I do
from
know
me.
there's a beach scene at some point, though.
Yes, they played volleyball.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I think that was recreated probably even better in Meet the Parents. So
In the pool?
is that where it was going down?
They do play a volleyball in the pool.
Yeah.
Where then Ben Stiller hits the ball in their
Winds
nose.
yeah. But because they're like high five each other as Iceman and like because it's very
Maybe
polo
there
and
is
stuff.
another. Okay.
Hot Shots was better. That I can probably agree with. Hot Shots and Hot Shots Part 2 are excellent movies.
I haven't seen Deux yet.
HJ, how's it going? Good to see you. We just finished up the Pliny the Elder and we're about to get into a Drekker beer. Let's give it a shot.
And I'm Keith,
Yeah.
and we are AboutBeverages.com, and the beverage we're about today is the...
Just pull up the trailers and watch. It's a
Smoother
community.
Guy.
All right. You better not be talking about the Avatar ones. We're not watching those as a community. It's not happening. So this one's actually, I keep forgetting this is a peanut butter smoothie, which I forgot to change that, I think, in the thing there. It's a peanut butter milk stout, actually. Kind of crazy. Crazy how this drinks.
Yeah, should it be... No, we could probably just do two separate ones.
Okay.
Okay.
No, we'll see whichever
It's just the theme for the evening.
right.
It doesn't have to be the theme for the podcast where we have two things.
Oh, my back.
Pliny the Elder, decent stuff that from Crocodile. Yes.
That was
Is,
like Old English all of a sudden. Decent stuff that is.
Decent
It's
stuff
it's
that
like
is.
Yoda. Decent stuff you have.
Oh, Yoda.
IPA is double. I don't know. That's not how it goes.
Is LG still in the northern
I think so.
area? Okay.
LG, do you want
All
to
right.
confirm or deny that?
If LG's still
Watching
here.
BBC comedy shows? Nice, Crocodile. What are you watching? Faulty Towers? Are you watching IT Crowd? Are you watching
Benny Hill? Oh, wait, no.
Your name's Alan Partridge, but what show are you watching?
Watching
That's
the
very
Partridge
nice you
Family.
mentioned that. Oh, okay.
Come on out, there's a song that we're singing. Oh, wait. No.
When it's time to change, it is time to change.
That's Brady Bunch.
Oh, okay. Are you sure? Bada
I am
bing.
positive.
All right, I will have to look for that.
Yes.
Is this still? This is. Gotta look at. Actually, take a quick second here to look at why this is not actually bringing up this function.
Theaters appear.
Kind of. Action.
Get rid of the shiny goodness on my.
Okay, maybe it just not. All right, now let's see what happens.
Really good.
That's so weird that it doesn't actually. Why is that one? Yeah, pumpkin.
Really good.
Huh. Oh.
So on the Dan Patrick show, one of the Danettes, his wife, accurately picked the 4 Final Four teams.
Oh, I should have looked at that video I had to see if that guy was right.
4 final. If they would have, for some reason, put like $100 on that,
Oh God,
would have won almost $9 million.
no way.
Yes, that's what he was saying. He's like,
Oh my God.
yeah. But she picked him. It was funny because he actually
Did she
had
pick
her,
it based on dominant flowers?
she's like, well, I lived in Florida. I really liked Florida, so I picked 2 Florida teams. And she was funny because she's like, I've only done this twice in my life. She's like, and my son was having to get my son to school, and so that helped. But she's like, Dan, it's all about the guard play. That's what.
Nice.
He actually had her on the show on Monday. It was really funny.
I don't even know who's in the Final Four.
UConn,
Okay, I remember them being talked about.
Miami,
I don't think they were ever mentioned.
San Diego State,
Ooh,
and Florida Atlantic.
so a horrible year for the
I'm
for the tournament.
I'm gonna at least
I made the right choices. You're not watching it.
I'm gonna have a top 3 finish in my pool at work.
Oh, that's nice.
If UConn wins, I'll finish in first.
Wow. Did
I
you
know.
actually have UConn going the whole way?
I do.
Wow. You're like, no, I had them losing 3 rounds ago, but still.
And our friend in Las Vegas, he has some money on UConn as well. So
Wow, that would be pretty cool.
yeah, I was gonna back it up with a little bit of money on Miami, but I'm not sure. Depends on how much I can win from 3rd place. I might not make it worth it, but
So you're going to factor it on.
gotta factor
Keith
it in.
always hedges his bets in that he never loses
Gotta
any
hedge
money.
it. Gotta
He
see.
hedges his bets to 0 at worst. Oh, man. That's too funny. All right, so I'll just do... Yeah, I'll hit that. Longtime viewers of the show know for a fact that we do love Drekker Brewing and everything that we have had from them, from IPAs to sours.
To their slushy sours
To
and their
smoothie
Sunday sours.
Yeah, their
and
Sunday sours.
double IP, whatever. Everything. Yes, we've tried lots of different styles from them.
We've tried everything, right? There's nothing left to try.
We have tried every kind of style they've... Oh, wait. No, that's not true. We have not tried every kind of style that they do.
Do we have something new for this Give It a Shot?
We do.
I'm Andrew.
And I'm Keith. And we are AboutBeverages.com. And the beverage that we're about today is the Drekker Brewing Smooth or Die Peanut Butter Milk Stout.
That sounds like a mouthful of deliciousness.
I'm... I hate to say that it probably will be, but it probably will be.
It probably will be.
But we're going to find it. But we've never, as we said in the intro there, we have never had any... Oh, actually, we didn't say it. We were kind of alluding to the fact that we've tried a lot of their other styles, but we haven't had anything, any dark beers from them.
That is correct, 100%. So yeah, Smooth or Die Peanut Butter Milk Stout at 6.5%. I don't know what else there is to say. Like, it's just kind of like, peanut butter good, milk stout good, Drekker usually good. Like,
they have done wonders with a carrot cake carrot cake sour.
Oh my God,
we love that. We like their other styles. And then I happened to be looking at some different beers a week or so ago, and thought, I've never tried. And this is kind of going to lead into a little bit of a theme. And if you've joined us here at twitch.tv/AboutBeverages, and we're here most Thursday evening.
That's true.
You will have heard us talk about our theme for this particular evening is beer styles from some of our favorite breweries that we have not had from them before.
Yeah.
And that's where this stout comes in.
And it was so funny. The week that you found this, I was just having a conversation with my friend. And I was like, I have never had a stout from Drekker. I wish we could find something from that. I would like to try that. I bet it's delicious. Well, I hope this lives up to it, because in my head, it's a lot has been built up.
And that can be a recipe for unhappiness.
That is
so
very
hopefully
true.
not this time.
That is very true. All right. Well, it's the color I'd be expecting in a stout. So let's just get right to the aroma. You see a tear falling down my cheek.
But normally we do that inhale. There's a pause so that Andrew can edit easily later.
Yeah.
And what you then see, you don't really notice it because Andrew does maybe you do because of the little cutaway. But there's some chat and but this time, no. I had a feeling you would want to go that way.
No, that is just peanut butter, dark chocolate brownie kind of cake.
Wow.
There's some like cake in there. The peanut is like initially kind of like almost like a sweeter peanut butter, but then it gets into more of like just actual like roasted peanut, like you'd buy at a ball game. Like it's that kind of aroma oh my God, this smells really good.
Layers of deliciousness.
Yeah. I hope the taste lives up now too. Like
well, one hurdle cleared.
Okay. That's true. One hurdle is cleared. I also like the artwork too.
Smooth or die.
As usual, their artwork is pretty good. So, all right.
Yeah.
Give it a go.
Absolutely.
All right. Always good when you can see the mouthfeel. Long-time viewer, first-time commenter. Chucky, how's it going? Good to see you. Yes, Chucky, if you can ever find any sour beers from Drekker in your neck of the woods, please just buy them immediately and thank me later. They will not be cheap. They are kind of like Prairie in that regard. They're probably going to be $5 or $6, but please go get one. I love it when it comes out of the can like a tomato paste. Yeah, it wasn't quite that thick, but this definitely had some heft. Layers of Deliciousness was my nickname in kindergarten. Oh God. Oh my God, that is
wait, already down first time commenter. What?
Yeah, exactly. No.
Really good.
Really good. Oh, Chucky joined as well. Okay.
Stouts are best when you have to chew. I mean, that's kind of usually where I'm at.
Yeah.
Like I want, I want to, usually split, share and have that like extra. It's the capper to the evening. It's the last part of the arc. You want something that's going to kind of have that little bit of extra mouthfeel and heft and all those things. So it was so funny. The Elgato actually worked. I was ready to hit the button, and that was why it like flashed on and off really quick. I hit the button and I was trying to time it. And literally it popped up. I turned it off and I turned it back on again.
Because
it's been like not the picture hasn't been like it's been taking away the glassware, but it's not been putting up the next part.
Oh, okay.
And so I was like, okay, it's not working. Well, I'll just be ready to do that. So then as soon as I turned it away, I hit the button to click and it went on off and then I turned it back on. So silly. Yeah, what is always our favorite one? Notes of delicious mixed with awesome.
Mixed with awesome, yeah.
That's how I feel. I want to be sitting around a campfire, slamming back a delicious beer, and then chewing on it for a good half hour like a fine jerk. Maybe not chewing on it. Yes. I think you're taking it at an extra level there. I want it to be savored. Like it's at the end of the meal, the end of the evening. You're like you want to go, and like just kind of really like enjoy it.
It leaves a lasting impression.
Yeah, there you go.
Yes.
Could be the last thing you're going to have. You don't know me. If you want it, can I float a bottle cap on this?
That's right.
Can I float a body on this?
Oh, that's really thick.
Yeah. She'd have to be really vibrant.
You don't know me.
What does it say about the ingredient? I didn't get a chance to look. Wow. So in their description for the beer, they actually mention, we only like creamy peanut butter. We think the only peanut butter on the planet should be creamy, and that crunchy peanut butter is an abomination before the gods. It should be stricken from the earth. There, we said it. We'll feel better.
Wow. Okay.
Damn. My nickname at the sperm bank.
Wow.
Oh, that's a sticky situation you brought up there. Your Lord Guardian down.
Good stout. Well, yes. We'll get
If
you
your
down the
vehicle is
road.
quart low on oil, a good stout will get you down the road. Exactly. Chucky, that's exactly what I'm thinking. But do you want your beer so full bodied that it needs an additional sleeping bag at the can? No,
we can't have that.
Not every beer, but some beers. I don't want my IPA to be like that.
No.
And depending on what kind of arc you've got going on, you don't want every one of your stouts to be like that too. But your closer,
right,
finisher should bring the most heft
some,
and gravitas to the experience.
Ooh, especially gravitas.
Oh my God, that was my nickname in college.
Especially gravitas.
Are you ready?
I'm ready.
Okay, you sure?
I'm ready.
All right, bring it to the show.
I'm ready.
I'm ready.
Taste is a notch below aroma to me,
I would agree.
but still very good. Almost a little too drinkable in a way, in that there's some good flavors. Not quite enough body, but the flavor's good, but I could almost like just be like, oh, this is delicious. And it could be gone. So it's very good. Not as good as what I was hoping for and not as good as what the aroma told me, but still good.
Yeah, I would agree. I've got a couple thoughts on it. One, a scoop of ice cream in here, vanilla ice cream would be amazing.
Sure.
If you want to go that route.
Yep.
I also think the peanut butter in here almost turns slightly toward almond because there's like a little bit of like a fruit, like kind of cherry thing kind of going like right in the middle of my tongue, which is not necessarily good or bad, but it's different than I was expecting. The chocolate is a little bit more of a balance between like a semi-sweet and like a milk chocolate. It doesn't get quite maybe as dark as I thought. And I would agree. I wish for just maybe a touch more body, which I know you've watched the show for years. That seems to be the thing we always wind up saying a lot, but that's how I feel. I was expecting something a little bit more heavy and rich, but it kind of then lends to what you said. It's almost a little bit more drinkable,
right?
In a way, but no, I think it is delicious. I probably would enjoy this almost more with, like I said, like a scoop of ice cream or something, just to kind of add that creaminess to it. The vanilla probably would make everything pop a little more, but
yeah,
still very good. And I cannot wait
tasty.
to try hopefully other things at some point from
more stouts from
Drekker Brewing.
Drekker.
Yeah, and if you're looking for other things that you can try, like maybe all the other Drekker beers we've talked about, or beers, sodas, wines, whiskeys that we've had in the past, you can definitely head on over to our website, AboutBeverages.com, and check out everything that has ever happened in our over a decade of doing this podcast. If you only want the latest videos, YouTube is a great place to subscribe. We would appreciate that there as well. It is a great option if you want to help support the channel for completely free, because you watch a couple of ads there, and we're monetized over there, so that helps us out a little bit. And hopefully you enjoy that too and want to comment and say hi as well with your beverage suggestions. Again, if you want to only audio things, those are options as well. We're everywhere. iTunes, Spotify, Google Podcasts, favorite podcasting app, just search for About Beverages. You will probably find us there.
I actually listened to us when I had the free Spotify. I actually listened to some About Beverages.
Some old podcasts?
Yeah, they're
nice.
old. Yeah.
Yeah, a little older podcasts.
They're not
on there
updating quite
yeah.
yet,
But yeah, so we've got that going on. And while you're searching, probably some other things will come up too, right?
Those 3 pillars of social media, which for us are TikTok, Instagram, and Twitter, which is the one that we use most often to keep you up to date on what's going on here at About Beverages. Like earlier this evening when I tweeted that we were about to go live on twitch.tv/AboutBeverages, which we do most Thursday evenings around 5:30 Pacific time.
Yep.
Now 8:30 Eastern. And, and all points in between. It's when we get together, we talk about whatever happens to come into our minds. We drink some beverages, record some podcasts, and interact with you, our listeners and viewers. Also, throughout the week, Andrew keeps you up to date on what he's going to be doing in the gaming world, what he'll be drinking while he is doing that, and letting you know when he's got some sort of hidden secret tips to help you out in your latest journey and adventure. So for all the latest at About Beverages, follow us on Twitter.
But as we always say, whether we like it or not,
you should give it a shot.
And that is a podcast. There are 2 kinds of drinks. You are very prone with what is with your collar?
It's this white.
You can't stop.
I want the white balance. I need the balance with
You're
the blue.
a white balance.
I need the balance with the white and the blue. I know. I try to do it when we're not recording.
What the fuck is this man doing?
I like it has to be a certain way.
Is that normally 2 shirts or is it 1 shirt?
It is 2 shirts.
Okay.
Yeah. Yeah.
So you should take that back to your tailor and get it fixed.
Yeah, I think I did sew it together in just the proper ratio.
Exactly.
All right, I'll stop. I realize it's one of those things. But this video lives on forever.
That's true.
I could live on forever with it like this. That just doesn't look right.
You should just cover it up completely.
Oh, that's a good option.
See?
It's a little better. All right, there we go.
There are 2 kinds of drinks. The kind you chug back to get a kick or because you're a rampant alcoholic. Yes, that's one option. Like Coke or some mass-produced lagers. But I find that there's an art to contemplating the body and flavor of a given drink, and it changes with the social experience.
True.
I 1,000% agree, especially with all that last part. We have talked about many times beers that we have either loved or thought were amazing, and then we've had them not in the same social situation with family and friends. We're like, well, this is still good, but it seemed like it was better the other day. And it's like the people and the company that you keep when you're enjoying those things and the sharing of that stuff definitely adds a solid percentage of that experience. I agree.
Enhances it for sure.
I enjoy the OnlyFans takes. That's more my speed. I almost thought about signing up for that today. I thought we sign up for an OnlyFans. People think they're going to get something really racy, and then it's just like we call it like the beverage boys stripped down, and then in parentheses really small it says drinks. So we make like really simple drinks, or we're like
is that the thing you were talking about a couple weeks ago, where people show videos of. Wait, what's the thing you were talking about?
Well, they're always joking about OnlyFans. OnlyFans is basically OnlyFans can be for anything, but it is probably 70% porn.
Oh, okay. All right. There we go.
So, yeah, like for April Fools, actually have it up there. Why does this beer I love the other night now taste like my asshole? Wow, I don't know about if it never goes quite that far, cultist, but Jesus.
Yeah, it's not quite that bad.
See, that's a shame that white t-shirt waited all week for its chance to come out of the drawer, and then Andrew wants it to stay hidden. I don't want it to stay hidden. I don't want Keith to keep making it think that it's lesser than because sometimes it can't show its full self.
Fidgeting. It's the adjusting that I understand.
You need to stop being popular on YouTube. The algorithm is screwing up my watch order. That's you, that you were just too kind to watch our videos, Guardian Down. That's 100% you.
So when our guests were out over the weekend, we were talking about the YouTube channel, and I mentioned that our water podcast was far and away our most watched. What is the amount? What is the watch reviews?
I'd have to look. It's probably 25,000 or something like that.
All right.
Like
I knew it was.
Like that one,
it far outpaced the others.
Yeah, I think it's still, if you go to YouTube, I have it that our newest stuff comes up first.
Guardian Down, four views. Okay.
Yeah. That would probably be the last video I just put up.
That's how it goes. Yeah.
23,000.
Okay.
I think this is in order of most popular.
7.7, 5.8. Okay.
And then, one I did was 4.5. Yeah, the short stuff, like I said, a little 2,000 views, 800 views, like the quick ones. Our quick one from last week that I put up before we podcasted, I think that got like 600 or 700 views, something like that. So, yeah, that one is by far and away the biggest. Like I said, the biggest clip that I've had on TikTok, I think, wound up hitting 280,000.
Oh,
that's
wow.
Yeah, so that was yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
What'd you do? Was that an all views or what was it? The any things? Oh, any fan? Was that an OnlyFans?
4 views is the best Destiny 2 season ever video. Yeah, exactly.
Was it an OnlyFans video?
Yeah. Oh God. Yeah. It'd be negative 300 then. I don't know how that actually happened, but it would. People love their agua. They do. I can't remember. Did we ever wind up redoing a water video, or did we just keep joking about it?
We talk about it.
Yeah.
We've talked about revisiting that to see.
We probably should.
Still the passion.
We should look and see what made that one start to be such a touchstone, and just literally use all those keywords again, do those same 4 waters, and just actually have better quality. You should do some OnlyFans POV beer drinking video. That's what I'm saying. You could have some fun with that as a joke and see if people actually would subscribe accidentally.
Hey, wait a minute. This is what I thought.
Yeah. When he said stripped down drinks, I thought he meant something else. That's a slang term I use.
What is fuck?
Slang term for when a man and a woman.
No.
FOC.
FOC.
Friends of Carlotta.
Enemies of Carlotta.
I want to do some POV dog walking videos. You probably could actually get some likes for that kind of stuff. People love looking at puppies. Peanut butter milk stout has some water in it. A win-win situation. Ooh, Guardian Down. I like the way you think. I think you would like this one, Guardian. Like I said, speaking of that, because I know you love the peanut butter stouts. I think you would like this one if you see it. Do you remember what the price was? I'm assuming it's that $5 or $6 Drekker price. But
yeah, it was. I didn't get a thing on that, but yes, it was in that between 5 and 6.
Yeah, we could do pilk videos on there for sure. I think, and hear me out, I think you should craft your own beer and film yourselves following the steps from water and hops to tasting. I mean, we do that. I just haven't ever actually filmed that whole thing.
Filmed parts of it, right?
I filmed bits and pieces. If I'm sure you probably don't, but if you happen to follow us on Twitter, I definitely usually put up pictures and footage whenever I have my brew days with my friend here in chat, HJ. The local big place only has sours on their site. I'll have to pop in. I mean,
Drekker
the sours
sours?
are great.
Yeah.
If you, I don't know if you like some of those styles. Their sours are delicious too. But again, if you're not into that, like I totally get it. But yeah, if they ever have one of the stouts, especially this one, I think this definitely would hit the bill for the stuff that you like. Yeah, I had someone actually ask me again today about if we could find the Pepsi Peeps, the Peepsy. Before, and I haven't seen it because I would totally do it because like obviously that would be some good, silly view stuff. But
and right before, well, Easter is a week from Sunday, so we could do it.
Yeah, we'd have to do it next week if we could find it.
Yep. Peepsy.
Sours are good come summer. I don't know how I feel about sours when it's sweater weather. Yeah, see that's the thing here in Southern Arizona. It's never actually winter, so it's always sour season.
Although it got nice and cool today.
It did. I think it was a low of 62
in the 50s right now, 58.
Saw it at my grocery store the other day. I'm too scared to try Peepsy. I would try it just to have it like on the show or something like that. We could drink it all together. I think it is almost chocolate oatmeal stout season from my favorite brewery. Oh, nice. I will drink most any beer any time of year. I don't drink too seasonally when it comes to that stuff.
Yeah.
I definitely will enjoy more of the, IPAs and sours and lighter things. When it's that season. Depends on the sour. Some of them are fairly heavy. Yeah, some can be fairly heavy, for sure. In the UK, we've just dispensed with the formality of seasonal drinking and just assume it's going to rain short. Nice, cultist. Yep, that sounds about right. I mean, if you're going to drink Peepsy on stream, Pepsi on stream, you need to have a doggo to judge. I'm trying to guess at what they were actually trying to type. But is Peepus actually what you meant to type?
I'm not drinking Peepus anywhere.
I like Peepus straight from the tap.
Yeah. Oh.
It's the only way I'll drink it.
You got any Peepus on tap? Or is it PBs?
Now I have to look that up. Is that actually a thing? What are these things? What are you typing?
It's a new language here. I love it.
Oh, okay. That's an Urban Dictionary word. That's just gross.
Oh, is that okay? All right.
Put your peeps. Yeah, no, I don't think that's what you want to talk about. Urban Dictionary things. This is good. I mean, don't get me wrong. I like Bevs and enjoy his company, but I won't be drinking his peeps anytime. I wouldn't want you to, and I would not recommend it.
I didn't read what it was, so I'm just gonna. The word sounded a little strange anyway. So.
It does sound a little strange.
Okay.
Let's walk away from that one.
I learned some sign language today. I work with a guy actually who's deaf.
Okay,
and so
he's great with the customers.
He is actually.
I know. That's what I'm saying. That'd be excellent. You don't have to hear them.
Well,
ignore those fuckers. I don't want to talk with you.
But he
fooled you the whole time.
So.
That'd be great.
What's that?
Pretend you're deaf, just so you don't interact with the customers.
That would be one way to do it, I guess. One way.
Sorry, go ahead.
No,
Sorry. That is really cool.
We were talking about languages, and so one of my other coworkers had told me that this was the sign for like taking a break. But this is like if something breaks. Like, yeah. But if you're gonna take a break, it's this.
Interesting.
Yeah.
You think it'd be like this? We'll take a nap. Yeah. Take a break.
It's nap. Maybe that's nap time.
What was it when we were watching? Speaking of that, with the Only Murders in the Building, that glitter is like this. That was the sign language for glitter, and she's like, "Oh, that's glitter," and he's like, "Oh, I like doing that." And they're like, "Yeah, it's kind of fun." Wear a fake hearing aid to fool people. Yeah, I mean, you could really go all out. That's really cool.
Well, unless he's lying to me.
So how does he interact with the customer?
There's an app actually, and I have it on my phone. It's called Cardzilla, and you can do it like record. You can say what you want to say to the person. It does that.
Oh, so
really fast, and then you can just shake it, and it's gone.
Oh.
And so and
that's cool.
So that works very well. And then, but yes, and I had told him I actually want to start learning some things, and so
that's awesome.
So yeah,
I love
cool.
that.
It's good.
Now, like these are serious questions. Like, so then customer interaction, being honest, like, so how does that, is it like all of a sudden they're like, that person's not listening to me? Or like, I don't know how the severity of it is.
It's pretty good. You can,
do people come over and they're like, and he's like, God, they keep tapping me like I'm not.
No, you can see, and he'll actually then get out the app and interact with them a little bit.
Okay.
And there was actually one time a customer was asking him a question, and I thought, I wonder if I should help him here. But I kind of looked at him. He looked at me, and I went past because I thought he can do
He's
this.
all.
No, and then
He's
and
like,
then
"Go away."
And then later, he actually said to me, he said, "Thank you for letting me take care of that." And I said, I knew you had it. So it was one of those kind of
Nice.
things. But yeah, I think customers are very, and then also too, we have a lot of deaf customers.
Well, that's what I was saying.
So you'll see them start doing signs, and
That's
I think
awesome.
that's good that we have then somebody who speaks that language as well. But I thought, it is a cool thing when you can sign. One of my coworkers who suffers from seizures sometimes, there are times he can't communicate from here to here, but he can communicate from here to here. And so he's started learning sign for when he's in one of his states that he can't actually talk. He can communicate with sign language with his wife and his daughter. So
That's really cool.
yeah,
I
that's
love
cool
that.
too. Yeah. So
That is really neat. Can he sign in different languages?
well, that's the thing. It covers. I know what
know,
you're saying.
yeah.
I know. That's the cool thing.
I know. I thought about it. I was saying
Yeah.
that is actually like that's the same thing in any yeah.
Right.
That's actually probably the best universal language to learn. Although not enough people probably know it.
I
but in theory, like,
thought
that
about
probably
that
is
as
like-
well. Yeah.
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 It's whatever. Like I said, that this is a break in any language.
Yeah.
That's really cool.
Yeah.
Oh, look at that. I feel like that's a lesbian scissoring sign. I mean,
No,
it kinda
not
looks,
that part.
looks a little bit like that. Well, you seem very happy about that.
No,
one,
what
that's
cult
not
is
really a
that?
thing. They don't do that.
Yeah.
Well, that would probably be like this. That would actually be this way.
Or-
if you're doing that, not this way, it'd be this
Yeah.
way. Thank you. As someone that has partial hearing and as a cousin that's profoundly deaf, it's always nice to see people make an effort as opposed to assuming shouting louder will somehow make us comprehend. Exactly. Like I always think that's like, I know that's like the joking thing that people do, like
Yeah.
in sitcoms and TV shows, and that always like aggravated me.
Yeah.
When they're like, "Oh no, they have trouble hearing," and people get, I
Yeah.
always hate that.
Yeah.
It's just like, it's like nails on a chalkboard to me. So yeah, that's really cool.
And he will try to talk, and he will say things. And one time he's like, "What do you think of me using my voice?" And I said, "I think it's awesome." And that's when I said,
You said, "Please don't."
And I need to try to learn more of yours. So
I love
has
that.
to go both ways. So
That's an awesome
it's been-
experience that you're having.
Yeah, I was a
then, too.
little nervous at first when I was like, because I had to train with him one day, and I'm like, how am I going to do this? And then it was like, well, the app, and he's very understanding. So it's been a good growth area for me.
Like a marriage over Al tried to patent shouting as a cheaper alternative to long distance phone call. Yeah, something like that. Exactly. That kind of just absolute stupidity. But yeah, I don't. It's really that is really really cool. Do you try and learn like a word a day kind of thing, or like where do you? Like,
I haven't
go
gotten
with it?
quite to that. That was the first one I actually learned, but besides thank you.
Right.
And then that was so I'll get there.
Okay.
I'm beginning. So
And yeah, also very smart of you to intuitively like let him handle that situation too. 'Cause
I-
a lot
yeah,
of,
no,
because a
I
lot of
w-
people would have like walked over
Yep,
and be like,
I was
I need to make this easier for him. It's like not necessarily.
He's good about because he'll come up to me and ask me if he needs help, and other people. He's very, very good that way. So but,
That's the sign you should learn. Help. Does he know what the sign is? So then he can just be like, whatever that is.
Help.
Yeah. It's probably not that. Yeah. It's just a look of fear.
Yeah.
It's eye
I'm there for
contact.
it. Yeah.
Deaf people get very self-conscious because your voice is informed by the people around you and knowing how things sound. Yeah. So they kind of see everyone else like, oh God, this person's getting louder. So then it's, no, that totally makes sense.
Oh, I almost did it. I almost adjusted my shirt. I know.
It's the international sign for stop doing that. Should we take a quick break, wash out our glasses, and enjoy the final beer of the evening? Hopefully?
Sounds good.
Hopefully. All right. We will take a quick break, and we will be right back. Spotify's being a little funky. It's bugging me that like the songs like are not starting right away. That's why there's like a 20-second delay and like refreshing. And
They
like,
want
trying
your
to get
money.
stuff. I think they do. They're trying to encourage me to get premium, and I won't do it. I won't do it. I don't use it near enough.
Is it on? Is Harris on Amazon Music?
I don't think so. I know he's on
Okay.
YouTube. Like you can watch it there, but then
Okay.
that like there is like I don't know how that. I wonder if there is like an easier way to like watch that where you don't have to deal with that. Like I know he has like the website where like I've downloaded the tracks for when we've used them on, different podcasts and things like that. But remember Seinfeld where he had the deaf girl reading lips, and the moral of the story was don't do that. It's a horrible thing to rely on. There definitely was a little bit of that. Her and Kramer like did the sign language stuff, and that was a good episode. It's not optimal, but honestly, you'd be surprised at how adept you can get at it. Honestly, it's not something you expect when it comes to learning sign, especially when there are different types. Like the way I sign is different to the way the Japanese or even American sign. That's interesting. You were saying like would not have thought
I wouldn't
of
have
it that way.
But yeah, it is very interesting. And it's also it's another one of the cool things about doing this show is I would have had no idea that somebody in chat tonight was going to have this personal of an experience with signs.
This perspective and like that, and
very
bringing
cool.
this to the table. So yeah, cultists appreciate that. Appreciate everybody being here. That is
and being up late.
I know. What's the sign?
I can't get over
What's
it.
the sign for go to sleep?
Yeah,
I appreciate your viewership, but go to bed.
We appreciate. Thank you.
Yeah, no, that is very, very cool.
I also realized how we don't really need to take a break anymore because the beer is in there. But you do. It's nice to get up and stretch and walk around.
Mm-hmm.
So, how often do you take a break when you're streaming during?
I try and do about every hour and a half.
Okay.
Like I said, sometimes it goes into 2 hours, but yeah, try and do every hour and a half, and then I get up for usually 5 or 10 minutes. Like it's a little bit longer. Like I'll get up, usually maybe have a snack.
Do some push-ups.
Yeah, I'll have a snack. I'll let the dogs out, like so kind of walk around, do all that kind of stuff. Actually working, so you're doing me a favor. All right, cultist, I'd love to hear that then. As a non-deaf person, I'm really good at reading lips. I was hitting like 75% the last time I tried it. Wow, Nix, that's impressive. I've never really tried. Like sometimes I'll watch like movies and I'll kind of like look at the movements, but I don't know if have you ever actually tried to read lips?
I have not. No.
I am going to say though, I'm having a lot of difficulty reading your lips right now, Nick. That's very difficult.
That's
it's
tough.
very difficult.
Her lips said no, but her eyes said, read my lips.
Read my lips. Yeah, nice. Oh, man.
Niles.
When are you going to start Better Call Saul?
Soon, I hope.
I heard that last week.
I know. I got to start. It's just carving out time because you need to. Why was I able to do that with Breaking Bad?
Didn't you watch that while you were
I was
doing
watching in
your
the
rowing or cycling or something?
I was doing that, and then I was just like foregoing the Dan Patrick Show and watching it. So maybe I have to do that. So.
Oh, okay. There you go. Just don't read someone's lips and say, you have the most beautiful eyes without knowing them. Oh, okay. It's a good tip. It's a good tip right there. All right. So final podcast of the evening is going to be another beer from a brewery that we have had things from, but not this.
Not that, right.
Not this one. But not this one.
Things and stuff.
Let's see if this
Toppling
let's try this
Goliath
again.
Brewing.
See, this is bugging me. See, now it's not working. Which is it, Elgato? All right, let me see if I'm going to do what I did before, and then I'm going to trust it.
Pod 3.
Oh, I feel. Tell you, it's going to work as soon as I don't want it to. Oh my gosh, Giblets! Thank you for the raid. Appreciate it.
Whoa.
Hey, Jacob, how's it going? Good to see you all. The last Zach. Thank you for coming in. Appreciate it. Thank you so much for the raid.
There's a lot of faces up there.
Those are a lot of faces. Hello to you. Thank you for being in here. Thank you for coming in. You guys are not following. I'm going to drop a little something here in chat. Hit the heart at the top of the screen. I bet I need to do the same thing. Look at that. I had to hit the follow too. There we go. We've made it happen. You were onto the Marmite Brew portion of the night. Whoa, Marmite. I don't know what that is. Scared already, Nix. Thank you for coming in. We are doing some beverage podcasting. That is what we do most Thursday evenings. If you just came in from the raid, it's good to see you, Jacob. Good to see everybody here. Again, make sure you hit the little heart at the top of the screen if you haven't done that already. give some love to the people that have shown us some tonight as well. We have done a few different beers this evening. We had one of our all-time favorite IPAs. We had Pliny the Elder to start off the show. And then we moved on to Drekker Brewing. What was it called? It was
Smooth or Die.
Smooth or Die Peanut Butter Milk Stout. Usually from Drekker we have sours and what else is... usually some sours, some IPAs from Drekker Brewing.
Right. Double IPAs.
Is usually our go-to, double IPAs. And what we're about to have is from Toppling Goliath, and we're having another stout from them, which is also new to us. So peanut butter milk stout sounds amazing. It was very good. Like I said, Drekker brews are not cheap per se. Usually they're in that $5 to $6 range, but it was very good. The quality is usually super high, and we do love them quite a bit here. Marmite is controversial. I love it, but man, it had something else. I don't know what Marmite... Nix is throwing out words tonight that I'm having to look up, and it's frightening me. Do you know what that is?
I don't. It just makes me think of Vegemite. Or
that's what it made me think of too.
Because of Australian and New Zealand, sticky dark
brown paste with a distinctive salty, powerful flavor. Dear Lord.
Oh,
is it British? Okay, it figures it's British if it's sticky and gross. It's Australian New Zealand spread that comes from beer yeast. It's vile. Okay. All right. Well, there we go. We're not onto that. We're just onto darker things. Nix is really painting the beers that we like in a very negative light tonight. And I don't like it. I don't appreciate
Marmite.
it. It's God's gift to man yeast spreadable extract. Weirdly enough, I would try it.
Sure, of course.
Like, whatever. Have you ever actually had Vegemite?
I have actually. It's very salty. Or at least the one I had was very salty. Someone brought some in.
What is that made out of? What is it?
I don't even remember.
You put it on a sandwich, right?
Some coworker somehow had come across some.
It is a thick, dark brown Australian food spread. It is literally almost the same thing.
Oh, yeah. Huh.
Made from leftover brewer's yeast extract with various vegetables. Oh, my God. So it literally... Okay. So you've had Marmite then. What did you think of Marmite?
I don't know. It was very salty. I just smiled and gave me a Vegemite sandwich.
It's way more popular in Australia and New Zealand than England. It really isn't. You should see my food cupboard. It's made from lost dreams. That's pretty good. Someone brought Vegemite to a party I was at once, and it became like a dare to try the thick brown spread. That I was not called in college.
The thick brown spread?
It was not called the brown spread. It was not. All right. Let's get to the final podcast of the evening. Thank you guys for coming in from the raid. I appreciate it.
Yeah, good to see you here. Thank you.
The only other thing I need to do, I like to do the old school shout out as well, because then it lets me know what you were playing. What were you actually playing this fine evening? Destiny 2, of course. Playing Destiny 2.
That's a shock.
I know. What were you getting up to? Well, so now the other day, Jacob, who came in with the raid, came in, and I was like, oh, what were you playing? I bet you were playing. And Minecraft came. I was like, I was not going to say Minecraft.
Okay.
So you always got to double check. You don't like to assume.
Of course.
But yeah, what were you doing in Destiny 2? And thank you so much for the raid. I appreciate you bringing everybody in here. But yeah, podcast evening today, gameplay stuff the other days of the week. That is what you will find here on the channel. Destiny 2 at the end. I spent the first 2 hours setting up for a guitar stream tomorrow.
Oh, cool.
Nice.
Oh my gosh.
Damn it, Lucky.
Now Lucky's back.
Lucky, I was going to raid you in a little bit. You son of a bitch.
Lucky, you have to start up again so we can raid you.
Yeah, Lucky, can you start your stream back up so I can actually raid that? Oh my God, now we see us on Lucky's stream. We got to get out of there.
Oh, wow.
That's
recursion.
Funny. It is recursion. Lucky, thank you so much. Snoozy loser. We did. We took too long. Lucky, thank you so much for the raid.
Yes.
Once again, I think I can do this for that quick back-to-back. Sometimes it doesn't let you. It's weird. If you guys are not following Lucky, please do so. Another wonderful Destiny streamer and content creator. Please click on the little heart up above. Got all the Neptune red bars tonight. Thank God. Yeah, I've got to do that maybe tomorrow. I may have to. Were you running a bunch of the terminal overload? It is good to see you. Keith was happy to see you come in with all the excitement and the pants.
And then you were gone, but then we realized you were streaming, and now you're not streaming, and you're back. And yeah.
Whew. But yeah, please drop Lucky a follow. I'm sure most people in here are probably following him, but find out, like, if you're not, like, click on the link, like, make sure you are. Heroic patrols at farming with Illy. There you go. Yeah, I should do the heroic patrols and do the terminal stuff. I have some triumphs that I need to finish on that too. So, lots of things in the world. Destiny. Let me grab the beer.
Getting the beer, the magic fridge. There is a fridge back there. You can't see it because of the green. There is a fridge back there.
Oh, the magic fridge.
Oh, magic fridge.
Okay. 1 out of 5 is a red bar. That's kind of what I've heard, about 20%.
Behind.
Well, there's only a 10%
eyes.
chance of that. For what it's worth, guys, I will never leave you because of streaming. I'm too introverted, so I'd end up banning my entire audience if they talk to me. Well, cultists, I appreciate that in some strange way. I appreciate that. All right, beer. Can we actually? Oh, we can see that. All right, final brew of the evening. Are you ready?
Ready. Ready, Santa.
Full power, Rudolph. We're on the island of misfit toys. Should we do a Christmas album? Is that something we should pursue?
Just the snippets.
That could be like a sub goal or something like that. We were like, okay, if we hit this many subs, we will record a 7.
We've been forgotten again.
Herbie doesn't like to make toys. Herbie doesn't like to make toys. Shame on you. We could recreate the entire Rankin Bass catalog.
There we go.
Oh my God.
1 billion
The
sub
Beverage
points.
Brothers sing the Bee Gees. That would be frightening.
Well, you can tell by the way I use it.
It would have to be more like that's the album name and theme, just the snippet. Yeah, just the
Snippets. That's our band name.
That would also exactly. We would do it more of like a the Bee Gees style of like a crooner or something like that, because that would be more
well,
vocal
you
range.
can tell by the way I use my walk. I'm a woman's man.
No time to talk. It's like kicking with like they were like,
Yeah.
It's okay. You can look the other way.
We can try to understand the New York Times effect on man. Whether you're a brother or whether you're a mother, staying alive.
So I always thought that was the lyric, but I wasn't sure, so that's why I waited.
Staying alive. Feel the city breaking and everybody shaking and you're staying alive.
Did you say feel Cindy Brady and she's always saying,
no.
That's
Feel
what
Cindy.
you said. I was like, that's a weird
Feel
line
the
for
city
Bee Gees.
breaking. Not feel Cindy Brady.
Okay, I was going to say.
Yeah.
It's like, easy there, Mr. BG. Easy, Andy Gibb. I'm Andy Gibb. Andy Gibb talk show. Did you ever see that?
Barry Gibb talk show?
Yeah.
The Barry Gibb talk
The Barry
show?
Gibb talk
Yes.
show. Yeah.
On the Barry Gibb talk show.
All right.
All right, it's
Well,
time.
we just lost everybody that came in for
Yeah,
the 2
thank
raids,
you.
so I appreciate it for the few seconds you came in and were able to stand any of that hot garbage. Oh, man. I got nothing.
I was going to go with an Andrew special.
Oh, you got something?
Andrew, you like coffee?
I do. I love coffee. I'm glad you brought me some today.
Finally.
A week overdue.
A week late.
About Beverages 467 is now following.
Oh,
Thank
we're
you for the
following
follow.
ourselves.
Apparently, yeah.
So we got it first and 467 people afterwards.
I guess.
Okay.
I didn't even know that was an option. I can't believe that's it. Wait, hold on. Let's see. Wait. When was this created? 4 minutes ago?
geez.
Oh, no. We might just have to turn. We should do that anyway. Let's do that. Let's, that one? I think it's that one. Just in case, we'll turn off a couple alerts here. That was what happened the other day. Someone came in and it did a follow with someone that was already in the stream. Stoned, who's always here. You've seen
Right.
Stone's house. And it was him, but there was like another number. And I was like, oh, did you follow? He's like, no. And it was weird. And then literally after that, there was like 2 more follows and then they were like horrible stuff. Like I had to like, so we're just going to preemptively just
One
turn
of those things.
Turn that
Okay.
off. So we'll see.
All right.
I'm suspicious, especially since that was just created 4 minutes ago.
Yep.
Don't follow Beverages 467. Just
We
follow
have
About
no
Beverages.
idea what's going on there.
Better band name, 2 hops and a gin drop. That's not bad.
2 hops and a gin drop.
All right, start it over. I like where you were going.
I don't have to start. Do you want to start?
I don't
over
know when
fully?
that thing dropped in. Or
Okay,
whatever. It
all
was-
right.
We were only going for like 3 seconds.
All right. Yes, that's true.
It's fine. I've had some weird ass follows in the last. So yeah, that just happened to me 3 or 4 days ago. And I got one. And then the next one, I was like, that one is definitely suspicious. And then the one after it, I was like, okay, that's so whatever. I'd turned it off and I
Weird ass
reported all
follows
things.
is now following you.
It was about that. It was like, yeah, it was like a name of another streamer and it was calling them something. And then the next one was, I was like,
Nope,
oh,
I
God.
just followed Lucky now too.
They just
About
followed me.
Beverages
Okay.
467.
Yeah,
Okay.
that's probably, they're just starting to go through the
All
list.
right.
Okay.
Andrew, do you like coffee?
I do love coffee. I'm glad you brought me some today. A week overdue.
Yeah.
But you got
I'm
it.
glad
here.
you texted me because I had forgotten about it again.
Oh my God.
so
okay.
that's good.
All
I
right.
had everything else ready to go.
All right. I do love coffee.
And do you like beer?
Of course I love beer.
Do you like them when they're together?
I do. And especially if it's from a brewery that I normally don't have those two things together with.
Well, we don't know, but maybe we'll like that.
Okay. Should we try something like that?
I think we should.
For this, give it a shot. I'm Andrew.
And I'm Keith. And we are AboutBeverages.com. And the beverage that we're about today is the Toppling Goliath Brewing Company Mornin Latte.
There it is. There's the graphic. Took a second. Mornin Latte. Exactly.
Mornin Latte.
So Toppling Goliath, we have had quite a few things from them, but they've usually only been IPAs. I don't know if I've really had anything else from them. Have
Hazy
you?
IPAs, double IPAs. Yeah, all in that sort of that IPA hoppier realm. Nothing in the darker. And they do. They're out of Iowa. They do some really, really good things, and especially like their regular, their year-round stuff is, at least for the kind of beer we buy, is priced well. They do have some double IPAs and some one-offs that are more expensive, but even those, I had one a couple weeks ago, and I can't remember the exact name of it, but it was so delicious. It was a one and done. I just needed to have one, and
you were talking about
I was
that.
like, I'm good for the evening.
Maybe that was the name of it, one and done.
One and done. It could have been. That could have been the name.
That'd be a good name for like a one hop varietal beer, one and done.
One and done.
Yeah, that one's not a bad idea.
If someone hasn't done it already, we've just given you an idea.
There you go. Take it, run with it. Just give us a little bit of a royalty, or at least maybe thought of by About Beverages on the side of your can or something like that. No, I would agree. I've looked for other things from them, but yeah, I have enjoyed everything. And they kind of came out of nowhere because like I remember you grabbing them at a party at some point, like I said, bringing them over and being like, have you had anything from that? I was like, no, I've never heard of that. I was like, oh my God, it's delicious. So
actually, I think it was Scott from Tap and Bottle, a couple of years ago had recommended that. And then just, last week when I was shopping for some beers, and we did a podcast earlier this evening with Drekker, which we'd never had a dark beer from. And this kind of follows in that theme, which if you've been watching us on twitch.tv/AboutBeverages on Thursday evenings, you would know that on this particular Thursday evening, that has been the theme for most of today. So this fits in with that. So this is an Imperial Stout, right?
Yeah, this one is 8.5%. It is I believe they use lactose in this as well. And then again, it's coffee and obviously a morning latte. 8.9 it says there on their website. I thought it said 8.5 somewhere else. Let me double check.
Check the can.
Check the can. Don't want to do too long.
The can that the beer actually came out of.
Exactly.
I have more.
8.9.
Okay.
All right. Well, again, the color we'd expect for a stout. So let's just move to the aroma.
Well, let's do it.
God damn it. Wait, can I get... Oh, I put up but not the sound? Oh, come on. Son of a bitch.
Technical difficulties.
It's been weird. We had someone that was kind of following and we were right. Berserker, thank you so much for the 31-month resub. Beverage Brothers trying some tasty brews. Perfect time to resub. Thank you so much. And if I don't talk to you before Saturday, good luck. Good luck. He's got his tournament on Friday or on Saturday. His grappling.
I almost said grappling, but then I thought,
I think that's okay. I'm trying to use the right terminology. Right. He's probably laughing in the background. Technical difficulties with my stripper name in college. That is probably accurate.
You're experiencing. But ladies and gentlemen, you will be soon experiencing technical difficulties.
Coming to the stage for one night only and one show only.
Experience
technical difficulties. You're now experiencing technical difficulties. That's amazing.
The technical difficulty
even
experience.
Though you said it like I'm going to die. I think that's what Keith thought at first.
Well, no, I almost used I was thinking, I was going to say wrestling, but grappling was actually in my mind. I was like, all right, it is grappling, but it just said, I'm grappling you.
And good luck on Saturday.
Good luck.
Please hope everything's okay.
Thoughts and prayers.
Thoughts and prayers. Good luck on Saturday.
No, I just wanted to make sure I was using the proper terminology. I didn't want to say good luck in the hugging.
Good luck in the hugging. Good luck in the aggressive hugging.
The aggressive hugging.
The forceful hugging.
The unreciprocated hugging. Good luck in that.
Has that ever been referred to as that, Cope? Please tell us. Unreciprocated hugging or forceful hugging?
You will hug me.
Oh my God.
All right, let's just call it grappling.
Okay, let's call it grappling. How many matches do you actually have, Cope? If you just like do what you did before and you just win them all, like what do you got? Excuse me, it's struggle cuddling.
There we go. Okay. You will cuddle with me. He's going for the spoon move.
Go for the spoon. Going for the spoon. God.
This is his signature.
His signature. Oh, and in a bold move, he's going for little spoon.
Little spoon. Oh yeah. Where he reaches behind. He takes his opponent by surprise by maneuvering into a vulnerable position, thereby lowering his defenses. And he reaches back. And with a sudden deft motion, achieves dominance. And the little spoon becomes the big spoon.
Little spoon becomes the overachiever.
Yeah. Struggle cuddling. That's good. Struggle cuddle. That sounds like a good band name
Struggle
too.
Cuddle would be a great band name.
Uh-oh.
Oh my God. Oh God, that is so funny. You guys are giving away my tactics. Oh God. He's gone little spoon.
He's gone little spoon.
I think
He's gone rogue.
Yeah, the thought of that is just sweet.
He's gone little spoon. Where'd he go?
Just the initial move where they might be behind them. They flip over the other person was what I envisioned in my head. Jesus Christ.
The dish ran away with the spoon. Oh, wait, no.
That's actually what they call him, the dish.
Yeah.
Hey, look, it's the dish. Are you going to run away with the little spoon again?
Full
Never
little spoon.
go full little spoon.
There's a lot of extra clenching involved in full little spoon.
On whose part?
That's what I'm saying. I don't know. If you're winning, it's on your part, I guess.
Gonna make sure my coach knows I'm going little spoon and score. You can't do it.
You want it? Yeah.
No one's ever been able to do that.
You can't do it, Rock.
You can't do it.
Yeah, you want him to know that this is your intention, that you haven't been suckered into something. Okay. I really want to try this.
We still have to do the sniff talk.
I know. I'm ready.
I don't. Coach, I don't think I'm going to do little spoon anymore. But that's your move. It's what got me on. It's what got you onto the scene.
That's kind of my move.
It's kind of my move. Is there a knuckle involved with little spoon? Oh my God. Cope, thank you so much for the resub and the joy you've brought to the channel today.
Yes, and good luck.
Yeah.
Good luck.
Yeah, in all seriousness,
Yes.
Good luck, please. Oh, okay.
Jeez.
Wow, when did that one come through? Oh, they just came through in here too. Okay. Jeez. Did I take that? Oh, I turned it back off. Okay. Yep.
Jeez.
Yeah, that's basically what the ones were the other day. So like these are the accounts. It's like they somehow must be like going through and like just grabbing other people's usernames in chat. Let me go with this one.
Just don't accidentally report Lucky. Oh no, we reported the actual Lucky.
Yeah. All in day's work, gents. I appreciate it. But yeah, seriously though, like I said, yeah, definitely good luck. And I want to know, like, let me know Saturday, like I said, how everything went and what was your victorious whiskey, because you've been holding out on having any for a little while now. How are the brews so far? Well, we started with Pliny the Elder. That was the first featured one. That is one that we have had many times before. It is one of our all-time favorite IPAs. It is a very classic West Coast, but it is done in the best way possible. So that one was excellent. And then we had from Drekker Brewing, like we were talking about. You were one of the ones asking the other day in chat. We had their peanut butter milk stout. So that was the first time we had a stout from them. And that was very good. The flavor was maybe slightly less than the aroma. Like the aroma was like, oh my God, it's going to be amazing. And then the taste was like, oh, this is good.
Yeah.
but it was a little bit different than we expected. And then we were like halfway into this one. And then,
and then all
per
hell
usual,
broke
I
loose.
got kicked on a tangent. And like I said, I apologize for that. But unfortunately, my brother was killing me there with comedy. Couldn't take it. So yeah, right now we are on to this one right here, which is an Imperial Milk Stout with coffee, 8.9%. Has cocoa nibs in it too.
Okay.
Which was also not my stage name. Going full cocoa
Crispy
nibs.
sugar.
Crispy sugar. Yeah. What was that one?
That was with Eric.
All right, you ready?
Yes. Well, we've had a lot of time to dig into this aroma.
We have had a little bit, yes.
I only get coffee.
Yeah, I get mostly coffee as well. Maybe a little, which you get from coffee too anyway, a little bit of chocolate in there too.
Right.
Dark chocolate, like I said, kind of coming through. Not overly sweet,
Yeah.
but a good aroma. Like I said,
The coffee's good, but that's all I'm
that's
getting.
kind of the key too, is a lot of times with the coffee stouts is like coffee is great, but it still has to be a quality coffee. Still has
Right.
to not seem like it's, gone stale or gone old
Yep.
as well. So this at least smells like quality and everything kind of is fitting together. But yeah, dominant coffee aroma. For the taste?
Absolutely.
Love peanut butter stouts. Yeah, so do I. Like I said, definitely there's been several peanut butter stouts that we have had over the years that we have really enjoyed. And it's, this one was, like I said, it was kind of peanut and milk and semi-sweet chocolate. And it was like almost, I thought it almost had like an almond because there was almost like a little bit of like a fruit in there too, like what you can sometimes get with like an
You
almond
get like a
extract.
little cherry with almond.
Yeah.
Yep.
Something like that in there too, but it was really good. Could have had a little bit more body, but if you put a scoop of ice cream in there, it'd probably be one of the best peanut butter chocolate floats you've ever had. So yeah, it's definitely one to try for sure if you like that style. Okay. I feel this is little spooning my palate.
Gonna sneak up on you?
Yeah. My tongue is big spooning this coffee, this beer. Do you put vanilla ice cream in all your stouts? You could, and I probably would. Some, like, they're almost so good you don't, like, not that beer needed it, but, like, the two, like, we had a couple weeks ago, those, like, needed nothing. They needed nothing. Like, I would not, like, even though, yes, that would have been delicious, I would not even have thought of that. Like I said, this is the way, like I said, that one from Prairie, and then, like I said, then the other one we have from Bottle Logic. Like, you don't even think about it with those. Yes, if you did that, that would be, like, otherworldly, but it's not even like a thought. Whereas that one, you were like, this is really good. Oh, you know what would doctor, like it's sometimes like, and it's again, not a bad thing, but it's sometimes it's a little afterthought. Is coffee good quality? I may have missed that. Yeah. It seems to be, at least aroma wise. We haven't talked about the flavor yet. Aroma wise, it definitely seemed like quality. Seemed like a fresh Nicaraguan organic, just freshly delivered by your brother. Tweaks. Was it amaretto French roast?
Amaretto decaf or something like that. Amaretto French, something weird. I just remember that amaretto whenever we.
It's a nice cup of amaretto French roast. Oh god, the amaretto was oof.
Oh.
All right, you ready?
I am.
Okay.
Definitely a lot more in the taste.
Yeah. Very rich.
It is. The body's good.
Mm-hmm.
You get some
Biscuits.
chocolate. The coffee is there, and the coffee is good.
Mm-hmm.
It's almost it is very. It's very latte actually. With
Yeah.
a little with a little, maybe you dusted some cocoa or something in there. Put some chocolate shavings on that'll melt into that morning latte. But that's that. Yeah, the aroma was kind of one note. It was a good note, but it was kind of what. But then the taste, hits all those things. That's very good.
Yeah, the taste has The taste has the chocolate, like you mentioned, the coffee balanced very well together. There is like kind of a milky little creaminess to it because of the lactose that's in there that's making it a little bit sweet. This is really good. The body is viscous, almost a little bit oily. good for what you'd expect out of an imperial stout. This is pretty delicious.
Yes.
Yeah, yeah. Toppling Goliath is they're not letting me down.
They are a very good brewery. Good to great.
Would you try something else as a stout from them after this?
100%.
Yeah, the same.
Absolutely.
Yeah, definitely. And another place where you can try other things that we have had, at least in audio and visual form, is our website, AboutBeverages.com. Go ahead and head on over there. Go check out all the podcasts and videos and stories and articles and recipes that we have done for more than a decade. At some point, I can't wait till I can say 2 decades.
Decade and a half.
Decade and a half. Okay. Can we? Yeah, we're pretty much there, right?
Yeah.
Can we say that?
I think so.
Decade and a half.
Yeah.
If you only want the latest videos, that's totally fine. YouTube is a great place to subscribe. All of the latest stuff is there. And if you want just audio, Google Podcast, iTunes, Spotify, also great options. If there's a certain podcasting app you enjoy using, just search for About Beverages. We'll probably be there, more than likely. And while you're doing that search, probably some other things are going to just show up in the feed. You can click on those too. I don't know what they're called, but you can click on those.
The social media things? It's the 3 pillars of social media, which for us are TikTok, Instagram, and Twitter, which is the one that we use most often to keep you up to date on what is going on here at About Beverages. Like earlier this evening when I tweeted that we are about to go live on twitch.tv/AboutBeverages, which we do most Thursday evenings around 5:30 Pacific. So when we get together, have some beverages, hopefully tasty beverages.
Yeah, we always hope.
We always
Sometimes
hope.
It's not successful, but we always hope.
Hang out with everybody, talk about whatever happens to come up, and of course, record some podcasts, and just have a good time. Also, throughout the week, Andrew will keep you up to date on what he is doing in the gaming world, what he's going to be playing, what he's going to be drinking, and for all the latest at About Beverages, follow us on Twitter.
But as we always say, whether we like it or not,
if it's Toppling Goliath, you should definitely give it a shot.
That's good. I like that. Wow, Baker with the Handsome Pete redemption. As we were recording, it's good that I did not have the overlay up.
That's
just think of what she was trying to do
what
right
is she
there.
doing?
Absolute sabotage right there. Tried to.
He dances for nickels.
Well, tough. You don't get it now.
Pete, you got some customers.
You got Keith Pete.
You
got Handsome Keith.
Pete and repeat. You can't do that one again because of the cooldown, right?
I can't for a little bit. I don't think that
what
one's
should we
a long
do?
cooldown.
Should we redeem something else, though?
We could. Let me see how long that one is. 6 minutes.
We'll
have to hang out for 6 minutes then.
How about maybe... Oh.
We'll let Fraser settle it. Which civil war was more interesting? Spanish. But I don't have time to prove it.
It's so great.
Wait, what other one? I haven't seen the soup one again.
Soup?
Oh, I was going to say either go No More Low or what's the Jack Black one? Nacho Libre.
Oh, the Nacho Libre. Okay. Yeah, that is always a favorite.
Listen, I know the wrestlers get all the fancy ladies, the clothes, and the free creams and lotions.
Have you ever watched
My
this whole
life is
movie?
good.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Really good. I get to wake up every morning at 5 a.m. and make some soup. It's the best. Love it. I get to lay in a bed by myself all of my life. It's fantastic.
I love that. It's fantastic.
Free lotions and cream.
SoCal, is good to see you. Thank you for hanging out tonight. I appreciate it. Yeah, that is super funny. Yeah, this is really good. I think I probably like this better than the other one.
I agree.
So you shame me. I can handle it. It was good you got the Nicaraguan reference as well.
Yes.
I know what coffee that is.
Well, that way, though, even though you didn't get to see Handsome Pete, we redeemed 2 others.
Yeah, we redeemed
that's
other
good.
ones.
That worked
so
out.
Good. Yeah.
Yeah, I like this one more, which I was very hopeful after just the aroma. While I liked that coffee aroma, I was like, uh-oh.
Yep.
But then they met the expectations.
Yeah, I was kind of in that same spot too, where I was like, "Ooh, I don't know." I was like,
"Oh no!"
Yeah. Oh, it's like the end of the Only Murders in the Building.
Oh yeah.
Her fears
yeah.
in the inside of a tomato. She can't stand the inside of a tomato, and they start just like cutting tomato.
Is that the first one? You mean?
Tina Fey.
Oh,
Second
yeah,
season.
yeah.
We're not moving slow. Oh God. Like, yeah. Anytime like slow motion came up at the Super Bowl.
No, it was good. Well, I'm glad you enjoyed it. It is.
I did.
Just
No, I'm
light,
excited to keep. It's just a
lighthearted.
good, fun, lighthearted. It's just
Yeah. Not a lot of time to invest, but just enjoy it. Very enjoyable. So, yeah, it's good.
It is quite delicious. Do you have any amazing ideas already for next week?
I do not.
Son of a
I'm
beast!
hoping you've got something.
Oh my god, it's a good show. It was good. I like the second season. I like the first season, but I like the second season even better overall. Like where that went to. Like I said, yeah. I mean, the cast. They keep the people they keep bringing. Oh, because Amy Schumer was on there a little bit the second season.
Oh
too.
yeah,
she was pretty
right,
funny.
Right.
Those random people that are living in there. So that, like I said, all that stuff's been fun. It's just a good, enjoyable show.
Do you have any bourbons we haven't had yet?
I was wondering about that. I've got actually the one that had kind of been milling about in my head was I have that barrel proof from Larceny that we have not had.
Oh, okay. Because
So-
we've had the Larceny, which is it's okay.
It was fine.
Yeah.
$20 bourbon.
Okay.
It's fine. It's fine.
Yeah.
As good as a mixer or whatever. But yeah, so they have a barrel proof one. It's 126 proof or something like that.
Yeah.
That was one of the buys that I got when I was out with the one of the halves of HJ. The H half.
The H
of
or the J?
The H of
The
the
H.
H. The H of the J. I don't. But yeah, so I have that one that I haven't opened, and so yeah, we could probably do that one. I would think. So yeah, that might be a good call. We haven't had that in a little bit. I've still been wanting to. Like it came up again in chat today. Like or not. I was in someone else's chat and they were talking about rum and all. So I was like, I want to make a daiquiri or something. Like I want to have like,
Yeah.
I want to do some of those fun things, but I keep, just haven't gone to Total. Like I get to Total Wine this weekend. I will make sure that is like something to look for. Like I try and see if there's a rum there and then like submit. Cause I think that because I've never really had like a good classic daiquiri, daiquiri of some sort.
Our guests over the weekend brought out some homemade limoncello.
Oh, limoncello's always
And he had a recipe
loaf of bread
that
container.
that someone had given him with basil, where you muddle the basil in the glass,
Okay.
2 ounces of bourbon, an ounce of limoncello, but then you need some of this special scrappy black lemon bitters. And that was a drink he had. So
Is that from Scooby Doo? Scrappy Black.
scrappy
Scrappy Black.
puppy power. So anyway, but if we ever come across scrappy lemon bitters,
Do you have any more limoncello hanging around?
I do. I still, they left us a little.
Oh, okay.
So yeah.
So we would
could
have all
do
the
it.
fixing for that if it is.
I
I
can
mean, I
get
can
the
look for
basil.
bitters while I'm down there.
If they, I don't know
Let me
how
make a note of that. 'cause
tough
I'm
it
gonna
is.
forget.
So we could make a mixed drink if we wanted to, or
Yeah, I've just been wanting to do more of that. Like I'm saving
And
a
then
bunch
we
of
could
stuff on
smoke
Twitter
it.
lately. Oh my, we could.
stick that in your glass and smoke it.
Yeah, I've been wanting to do more like mixed drink things here and there. Like I said, so I've been trying to save a bunch of recipes that seem simple enough.
Yeah.
Where we don't have to buy.
Yeah, that's kind of what I
800
thought about that
ingredients.
one until
Again, a
because
lot
he
of
was
that stuff
telling
will
me about
keep-
it, and then I was like, oh, the bitters. Okay, yeah.
What is it called? What kind of bitters was it again?
He said it's
Scrappy
called
Black.
Puppy Power.
Yeah, isn't that what you literally
Yeah,
said?
scrappy black lemon bitters.
And then the right.
I forgot what that's called, but yeah.
Do you think you use more of like a white rum or a darker rum for if you're having a daiquiri?
Probably a
I'll have to look at the
white
recipe.
one, but I actually know I could probably use either one.
I've also been wanting to branch out. Like I saved some videos too with like mezcal, like actually like some other mezcals. Like I'd like to try some other mezcal, and tequilas. Like I've been trying to look for like people that say that like, oh, this is a good, not only sipping, but mixing tequila. And it's around 35, but it's like, okay, that'd be kind of fun to try one of those and then be able to do both. Like, okay, we'll sip
If you
it
want,
neat.
do you need a tequila? Like for the bar? Is that because we
we
have
have some, but I don't.
we have an añejo that's a Trader Joe label for 20 that I've heard very good things about. That sells very well.
Can you bring a sample of it?
I wish I could.
If you see someone buy some, can you just
Yeah.
ask them to
Oh,
pour some
that's-
into the flask that we've talked about? I've used that clip a couple
Hey,
times. It's
can I have
hilarious.
this, please?
Yeah, here's how we get our beverages.
It's 23, but I would say so. If you needed one, we could, and you wanted an añejo, you could do that one. But and then, yeah, we have the Grey Whale gin. So I'm thinking, I might need to get a bottle of the Grey Whale.
The gin, I may ask for that before next
Okay.
week because, like I
Just
said,
let me know.
definitely.
Yeah, 34. So.
And that's what
That's what I
that
thought
price,
was about
that
the
price
right
is what
price.
it's at Total Wine now
Yeah,
too, because it's
okay.
gone up a little. Like seems like again, there's been some inflation, but yeah, the gin stuff has gone up a little bit because
Yeah.
that's I think that's around 34, and like I said, that's kind of that going rate for that quality. Because even the Plymouth that I used to get, which used to be 26, I think that's now like 30 or 31. It's still a good price. I like the Plymouth gin, but
It's moving on up.
moving on up to the east side. All right, well, we've got some ideas, which is always a good thing.
So who are we? We can't drop in on Lucky anymore.
We can't drop in on Lucky. We dropped in on Jav last week, like I said, because he got the flex and everything else.
Right.
So I'd probably do that again too, because he's probably playing Hades or something fun. We're gonna drop in on Aurora. She's always hanging out in my chat. She is super nice. She is the one we have visited a few times before. She has a redemption in her channel where she will speak French for the next 2 minutes if you use some of her channel points, because she is actually French Canadian.
Okay.
So she is a multilingual. Yeah, she's playing some Destiny,
Very
hanging
cool.
out. So we're going to go say hi to her. And yeah, we will see you guys all next week. The two of us doing some sort of shenanigans.
We'll figure it out.
Could be rum, could
It'll
be
be
whiskey,
fun no
could be
matter
something.
what.
There will
Yep.
be fun no matter what, especially if we start talking about little spooning.
Yeah.
That'll 100% be a fact.
Grappling little spoon moves.
Grappling the little spoon moves. But maybe we'll get to talk by it with Cope next week then. He can give us a full update on how everything went. We can find out what celebratory whiskey that he had, because he's already been planning on doing that, because he has gone, when he's in training, it's like multiple months of no hard alcohol. I know.
Okay.
I don't know how he does it. That alone actually should get him some sort of medal, but I don't know how that works. Like I said, I'll talk to the commissioner or the organization manager if you need that, if you're still here. But yeah, so we will do something fun next week. I will be on tomorrow doing my usual Destiny stuff. But yeah, we'll see my wonderful brother next week. Better half of the show, from what some
I
people
don't know
say.
about that.
That's what people say.
It's only because I'm not here that often.
Is that what it is?
That's what it is.
Yes.
Absence makes the heart grow fonder.
Is that what it is?
Thank you, everyone, for being here, for all of your comments. We will see you. I'll see you next week. See you tomorrow.
Good night.